Geosteering at his brother now.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the beginning of Season 2 here at F1 2020 with SF1. We are with the GP1 lads this evening for the first race in this championship. This is going to be 18 rounds, and we're going to kick it off here at São Paulo, the legendary Brazilian Grand Prix. If you guys haven't already heard that nice intro theme, new song was created by SF1 Cardinal himself, so make sure you jump over to our Discord and give him a huge shout out. We appreciate it, and thank you so much, SF1 Cardinal. Gonna give a nice little what do you call it? A nice little plug in there for you. But we have a couple new drivers here for this season. This is one of them. Sync Rainer is here in the Haas team. We're gonna jump through a couple of the other guys. Who is the first one out? It looks like it's gonna be SF1 Tom's just behind. I think that is Mama. No, I gotta kind of catch my bearings. It is gonna be Enzo, who's looking to have a nice, stronger battle this season with the champion from last season, SF1 Harrison. I am SF1 Rhodes here in the comms booth. Good to be back after I finally jumped back into racing here, league racing at my home, SF1 in GP2. If you guys haven't seen the GP2 race, it is in our Twitch category, as well as GP3's race, which was absolutely dynamic the whole way through, so make sure you guys jump back through. But here live, moving this season to short qualifying instead of the full qualifying. It opts for a different challenge for some of these drivers to opt for a different tire strategy as well. But we're going to ride on board with Enzo and see what kind of time he can put. Benchmark here at the beginning of short quali, 15 minutes pretty much remain. Basically, Brazil is definitely one of those tracks you can get 3 laps in, so I expect a couple of guys to do a soft run and then a scrubbed soft run and then put on those new soft to go. Enzo puts a 1.7.2. That's followed by SF1 Tom 1.7.7. We have Eke right on the board at the top. Eke returning for league racing here. He is 1.7.1, and Sync goes quickest with 1.7.1. I have no idea who's going to get pole. It's going to be interesting to see these guys in their first race of the season. So, I mean, you have to have Madison Gamer Boss as one of the favorites. You have to have Eke. You have to have, who is it? Harrison, who won the championship last season. SF1 Harrison, who's on an outlap now. We're going to jump to, it is his teammate. Mama is going to cross. No, he's going to pull into the pits. I have the gear glitch on him, which is kind of annoying. Harrison's going to cross the line to start his flying lap. Now, let's actually ride on board with the season champion from last season to give you guys a hot lap here at São Paulo, the legendary Brazilian Grand Prix through the Santa Anasas, coming down to the first DRS zone. Harrison's going to hold that inside line, just holding onto the pit line into the brake meter 450. And Croce retires. He has reserved the seating for the McLaren team. Harrison coming through. These curves can catch you out, so you want to make sure that you don't touch them as too much or extend. You'll invalidate your lap coming up. Easy on. Don't want to touch that outside curve too much. Harrison goes nicely. Doesn't lock up the tires going into the entry there. Coming up through into another hard right. No lock up there as well, so good to see Harrison really on the game here. I think he's spotting a new helmet design as well. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Might be the same as last season. Maybe a little bit of luck. Amandale goes 1.7 flat as Harrison loses control of the back end and spins out, so he's going to have to pull in. Going to have to let some of these guys in hubs. I just saw that too. I think it reset his car to the track, so he's going to pull the car off immediately to get out of the way of some of the other guys that are flying. I'm not sure what happened there. But yeah, Harrison, who comes with one of the Ferraris. But Amandale, quickest on the board right now with a 7 flat. Followed by Rainer in P2. We have Eke P3. On the 7s, we have Enzo setting a good time in 1:07.2. We have Lionel, new driver this season for the AlphaTauri suit, sitting in P5. JML moving from GP2 to GP1, not because of winning a championship, but he said he wanted a GP1 seat. As Mattis Gamer Boss goes a 1:06.7. That is a flying time. Rayner improves, so 1:06.8. So some of these times are getting quite close with these guys. Keep an eye. Schuf yet to set a lap. On and out lap now. Senna. Oh, this is a good one to map out. SF1 Senna winning the GP2 championship last season is an automatic promotion up to GP1. So we'll see what this GP2 driver can do. He had a lot of strong races last season in GP2, so I think he's going to be quite okay in GP1. He's definitely going to battle for a lot of high-end points, maybe top 7, I feel. Just has to get his feet wet in GP1 with this race here. ERN Smids is one of the brand new drivers for the Racing Point team. Racing Point having 2 brand new drivers for GP1 this season. As Cardinals in the chat, what is going on? I don't want to do it. Dark Mark, SF1 Senna is in the chat. I think you can do it, SF1 Senna. I'll just give you a throwback. Do you remember when we both joined? You actually joined SF1 before I did. But you and I were both in GP1, so you making it back to GP1 before me is a good shout, mate. So I would be a little pumped. I already told you earlier today I was a bit jealous. My ultimate goal would like to get back to GP1, and I'm not sure who that was that went in the inside there. Maybe getting out of the way. I think it was Stig, actually. Where's Stig? Stig? Yeah, he's going a bit slow. He's out of fuel. I wonder if that's the case. Keeping an eye on the board right now. 10 minutes and 55 seconds remain here at GP1. Even actually Cardinal joined almost the same day as me in SF1, and we were teammates in GP1 for the Haas duo. Both Americans put in GP1 from a good old man named Coetzee back in 2017. The history that lies within GP1 is quite the interesting one. But Signet, Rayner, Almadale, the Williams suit looking really strong. But I will have to keep an eye on some of these guys in GP1. Smids running a 108 flat. Racing Point having a really good race on Friday in GP2, capturing a P1 and P2 for the podium. Keep an eye on some of the other guys. Hellboy making a return, opting to move from the Renault team to the McLaren team this season. Just notice Eke does improve to give himself P2 on the board, 106.7. The check, good old days. Yeah, it was. It doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but it was. It's almost coming up to almost 3 years now. But this has been my home. This was the first league I ever joined. This will forever be my home. Been a couple other leagues. Didn't really care for it as much as I do enjoy this one. Much more of a community here, I would say. Harrison now on a flyer. Let's see what kind of time he can get on the board. I would expect to see him match one of the top 3 guys. Being a seasoned vet, seasoned champion too. Here he comes. DRS is open. What time is he going to have on the board? It's going to be a 106. It's going to be 106.9, so good enough for P4 as it stands. 9 minutes remain. And some of the other guys. Paranel getting himself up to P7 is a good shout. Brand new driver here in GP1. Bringing some of that pace on. His teammate, Aruzzi, a big one, moving from the Mercedes team to the AlphaTauri team. So we'll see what he can do. He had a strong form towards the end of the season. Suppose I'm going to do a lap in a minute. Yes, I was messing around on Friday and wasn't paying attention, and I got myself into P18. So be careful, SF1 Senna. Make sure you get yourself out there and do a lap. Abdi trying to opt for a medium strategy here. Smids, where is his teammate? Mama is out on a outlap right now. It's good to see we're only missing 2 full-time drivers, as Croce is reserving for the McLaren team. I believe there is Jono that is missing from the Haas team, and I think it's Soap who is missing from the McLaren team, which Croce is in for this evening. Abdi invalidates his lap, so he's going to probably pull it into the pits. and kind of regain himself. Entry to the pits here is a little on the fast side. You make sure you really slow down the car so you don't catch it. Get yourself a speeding in the pit lane. Zero goes 106.6. I will say something about this man. Racing with Benny a couple of years ago in GP2, when I was moved to GP2, he improved drastically over the season, and there was a point where he was almost 2 seconds faster. Gamer Boss goes at 106.5, so he improves to P1. So the time or the track is starting to rubber down and get a little faster as time goes on. That time stands. That is quite a quick lap, but I wonder if Gamer Boss has done that on a scrub set of softs. If so, that is flying. Right now we have 5 drivers in the 6s. We have a lot of guys behind in the 7s, all the way down to P13. Smids is the first one on a P14. Actually, let's take a look. Stig has done his lap on a medium compound, so look to him for an improvement. I know he enjoys Brazil. Let's see if Smids can improve here. Brand new GP1 driver. Interested to see how these guys suit. Gonna have a lot to live up to when it comes to their GP2 drive on Friday. But Smids invalidates this lap, so he's gonna have to turn down and go for another run. Hubdy on an outlap now on a brand new soft compound. Look at the GP2 champion on his way out in that brand new Ferrari team, opting to move from the Alfa Romeo team to the Ferrari team. He is actually the manager for the Ferrari team as well, signing SF1 Goomba, signing Grimdog, signing Postglad, Rara, and signing Zero to that suit. I know they're in the chat on Thursday, rooting on Forza Ferrari, so let's see if they can do the 2,000 crowd probably a lot better than the actual real F1 team did last season. Interesting to see if they can improve on their car this season. Keep an eye out. About 5 minutes and 40 seconds remain here for short quali in the Brazilian Grand Prix. First round of the season. Lots to play for. Kind of see if the shoulders come out. Looks like Eke has invalidated this lap, so he's probably going to pull it into the pits. Run down through. Enzo is on a fast lap right now, so let's see if he can get himself closer to the top 5 guys in those 6s. He is up on his time just by 5/100ths, really. If you guys are tuning in, welcome. It has been quite a return back. Everybody's super excited to see this. Enzo pulls in the pit, so he's going to abandon that lap. Aruzia now on a flyer. He's down on his time, though, so I think he's just waiting. Shuf, manager of the Red Bull team. Let's see what he can do. He's got his #1 driver right now sitting on provisional pole. I know he said he was excited to see what Madness Gamer Boss can do, possibly run for that title. And right now, Gamer Boss is making that stake that he is the fastest when it comes to the Brazilian Grand Prix qualifying. Can he hold on to that 106.5? He is on an outlap now. Shuf's gonna box. Sniz is now on an outlap. Hellboy is on a flyer. Can he improve on his 108.3? No, he's gonna abandon and pull into the pits as well. Senna is on a flyer. Let's see what kind of time he can get himself into. Goes P14. Not a bad run. 107.3 for the Ferrari driver. Hubdy invalidates this lap as round. 3 minutes and 40 seconds remain, so I believe the guys that are sitting in the pits are probably going to come out with about 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining, maybe even 2 minutes. I know myself, I came out with 2 minutes left, put myself right on the board, cross the line, and try to improve, but I did it on a medium compound and ended up P18, so wasn't the best idea. Gamer Boss locks up. Let's see if this man can improve on a 106.5. Man the beat right now in qualifying. Can anybody improve their time and get or snatch a pole away from this man? Coming up to the hill climb. I like to call it the hill climb. Is he going to improve on a 106.5? 106.5 is flying, by the way. Now he's going to abandon and pull into the pit side. That's going to be qualifying done for Mattis Gamer Boss. Zero's on his way out. Is Eke going to try to improve? Rayner is now on his way out on an out lap. Harrison just waiting a little bit longer. I think Amadale's waiting a little bit longer. This man opting to take control of the Williams team this season to try to improve on what they had last season, signing Amandale, signing SF1 Carlos, signing Looneymoo. So let's see. Let's ride on board with Enzo and see if he can put in a solid lap for himself here. Try to improve on a 107 flat. DRS is now open. Easy not to extend there. I actually love this track. It's one of my favorite tracks. That's why I was really happy when when the calendar came up. So Smids retires from P16, and I don't know how, but Enzo got away with that, and that was not an invalidation. Brad in the chat, what is going on? Cheering on his teammate, or his team in Alpha. Carlos fought me so hard yesterday. I felt like Albon. That was actually 2 days ago. Let's see if Enzo can come up big here on his final lap. It's not going to be a final lap yet. He still has time if he wants to try to improve, but it looks like he's going to put this lap on the board. DRS is open. Hug that pit line and hug the wall on the inside to improve on the time. He's going to go P5 with a 106.9, so he does get himself into sixes other day, but it's still, let's go. Yes, that's right. And Harrison's sitting on the line here, getting out of the way. That might make the tires just a little bit cold. Let's see if Harrison can improve. Gamer Boss is on an out lap. Let's see if Zero can improve. Where is Zero? Zero's invalidated, so that's going to be his qualifying over with. Eke is invalidated as well, so that's going to be his qualifying over with. Rayner now on a flyer. Can he get himself improved by 3/10 to find himself closer to Gamer Boss? Enzo. He's low on fuel, but he is giving it another go. Harrison now on a flyer. Set a purple sector 1. This is going to be close. I have no idea who's going to grab pole. Could be Gamer Boss who set that lap a couple minutes ago. As Arussia goes P3 with a 106.7. Zero's retired from the session after invalidating his last go. See, JML right now, we're on 107.1. That is fast time indeed. However, the man that left Mercedes is sitting P3. SF1 Stig goes P8. Mama is done with the session, P18 for himself. Let's see what Harrison can do. St. Rayner retires from P6 as Amadale improves. Harrison goes P3 on the board with 106.7. Ruzia is on a flyer. No, he's not. He's turned down, so he's going to be done. Let's see how about JML invalidates this last lap. Paranel invalidates. Where's everybody else? SF1 Tom is going to finish this lap. What is he going to put him? P10 on the board. Is anybody else going to give it a go? I think that's going to be it, except for Gamer Boss just puts the stamp on the pole and improves with a 106.5. Shoof retires. I'm sure Shoof is happy about his teammate getting pole position. Paranel retires. JML retires. I think that's going to call it, guys. Gamer Boss has grabbed pole position here for the Brazilian Grand Prix, followed by Zero in P2. We have Harrison P3, and to cut me off before the rest of that, but we'll give you guys a rundown. Harrison, champion of last season, puts himself on the second row of the grid, and that was close. They're going to ram into each other. Here are the results for qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. Gamer Boss finishes on pole position. Zero in P2, Harrison P3, Aruzia P4, Amadeus P5, Eke P6, St. Rayner is P7, Enzo P8, SF1 Stick P9, SF1 Tom P10, JML P11. We have Senna in P12, Paranel P13, Shoof P14, Hellboy P15, Hubd finishes P16. We have Smids in P17, Mama in P18, and we have Croce not being able to set a time as he is a reserve, starting this race in P19. Sub 8, but now, wow, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, these drivers are going to load in. We'll give you guys a look at the fresh new tables for the season, and then I'm going to relax my voice for a minute because these guys have a 5-minute complimentary break to get up, stretch, grab a glass of water, do what you have to do to get your mind set for the race, and then we'll be off waiting for that formation lap, and then it's lights out. Well, as these guys load, let's give you guys a fresh perspective on this table for the season. GP1, here you have it, fresh new table. Nobody scored any points yet. So as soon as they start putting those points on the board, you'll see these guys pushing for positions. But you can see Brazil is our first stop on the board. You guys can see through the drivers here. Like I said, only 2 missing, so that is a good shout. But the big one too is the combine, which really heated up last season. Here's the combine for this season. A little different, a little easier to read, but we'll keep that off until then. So these guys, what time is it? It is the 56 mark, so probably around the 01 mark, 02 mark we'll be going. Until then, I'm gonna pop this up on for you guys. I'll be in the chat if you guys want to talk to me. Be right there. I'm just gonna rest my voice because being alone in the comms booth, these guys are gonna have quite a battle, and I'm gonna have to basically have a great time. But until then, talk to me in the chat. I'll be right here waiting. I'm going to mute this mic for just a bit. Let's have a solid opening to the season, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. Let's kick off the season with GP1. These guys readying up now, getting ready to go on the formation lap, and we're going to kick this off. So I'm going to do something a bit different this season. I'm going to actually leave the mini map up for you guys. I know that was one of the requests that I had from last season. So we'll keep that up. Give you guys a look at the tire situation here for the rest, or for the guys that are starting. A couple guys have gone for the soft compounds all the way up to P10, and then a 4-car pack with mediums. Hellboy and Huffy have gone for a soft compound. Smith has gone for a medium compound. Mama's gone for a soft, so opting a different strategy for the Racing Point duo. And then Croce's gone for the medium compound. Let's get you guys, should we put this up for you guys, disable telemetry? Let me give you guys a look at telemetry as well, so you guys can have a look on that. Oh, I need to get that, that thing off the board. There we go. So there you guys have it. Pit strategy there. Yeah, Sebastian just let me know. Yeah. I completely forgot to take that off. I was kind of preoccupied with that. But here we are. Let's see what these guys can do in the GP1 race. We'll leave the telemetry and the mini map up for this season, so you guys have a nice little fresh take on what these guys are pushing gear-wise, and the map so you can see what has happened if there's somebody that's caught out. But guys, starting, this is going to be quite a race. Let's see what these guys can do. Let's see if some of these new drivers can do this evening as well. Gamer Boss coming up the hill now. We have Zero there sitting in P2. Harrison, it is going to be quite a challenge. Borussia, big show in P4, Amandale P5, Eke P6. We have Sick Rainer in P7, Enzo P8, some big names all the way up to P10. JML is going to start P11, so actually a prime spot to start fresh medium compounds. You can take those to about lap 20 and then pit for a soft compound for a nice strong push towards the end. But everybody's starting to line up towards the end of this grid to wait for those 5 red lights, and we'll be away for this Brazilian Grand Prix. 36 laps are going to meet these guys for this whole season. Let's get that nice view on. Everybody's ready up. There we go. Waiting for those 5 red lights. Let's click those off. 5 are lit, and we are away for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Mattis Ross gets a good push at the beginning of the race. Zero right there on the inside. He's going to go for it. Anybody? Let's keep it clean. Oh, we had to definitely have the car up wide as a Racing Point. A couple guys go shoot the first corner. Pisses. Everybody makes it through, though. I don't know if there's any damage done between some of these guys. Coming up to, there we go, into turn 1, or turn 3 by that point. Mattis Game Ross holding on the lead. There's Zero right behind on the tail of that Red Bull. Everybody keeping it really clean through. Oh, we have I believe that's Harrison. Keeping it clean through. Let's jump on board with some of the action here with the AlphaTauri. Whoa, we got Ferrari going wide. I believe that is SF1 Senna. That's going to off AlphaTauri up in position. I don't know why the blue flags are showing. I have no idea. Thank you so much for the follow there. Zombie jumping down through the rest of the pack. How much closer can some of these guys get? Coming up to the line. Last penultimate corner up through the hill, we have Schuf right on the back of an Alfa Romeo. Jump up to the start of this pack. Schuf is good, or Mattis Game Ross is going to cross the line. Let's get that Delta back up for you guys. Into turn 1, let's keep the Delta close. So it's actually not messed up quite a bit. So that's good. I can see the gaps between the rest of these guys. Enzo pushing on the back of Eke. We do have Hellboy right behind Senna too. Is Hellboy going to go for a move on the Ferrari? Senna's going to cross in, try to guard off the inside. Here we go, in side by side. No, Hellboy backs out of it. We have Hubby just behind. What has happened between Stig and Oh, that was close. Smits gets past SF1 Stig for a move. Does Stig have damage on the front wing? No, he does not, but he is on a soft compound. As Smits is on a medium, so Smits can take this a lot further in the race. Zero holding under the back of Mattis Gamer Boss. Keep an eye on some of the Delta here. Who's closest? We have a yellow. Oh no, it's one of the Racing Points. Mama, something has happened to Mama. He is off. Getting back up now. He does have a lot of damage to that front left wing. missing a couple missing an end plate and winglets. Zero sets the fastest lap on the second lap of the race. On to the third. DRS is now available for him. Is he going to have a go here at Menace Gamer Boss? DRS zone can be crucial here if you're close enough, but I don't think he's close enough here. 6/10 back. You pretty much want to be between 2 to 3/10 if you want to have a move going into that corner. We have Eke now working on the back of Russia. We have Enzo just behind as well. This is a good battle. Let's jump on board with Williams driver. Harrison holding on to P3. I think Reno's not too far behind as well. We have a look at Shuf still racing hard against Hubdi. Stig and Hubdi are both on the softs. Okay, so they're going to go for a medium compound towards the end. Keep an eye on some of this Delta. As you can tell, it's been a couple days since I've streamed, but oh, we have a move here. Smids is off now. And it's reset his car to track with, so this was something I don't think that was him on purpose. I think that's the game. A lot of the guys were saying that in qualifying is if you spin out on the final corner going up the hill, it's been resetting these guys to track for some reason. Shuf now working on the back of that Alfa Romeo. Can he get closer? This man saying he didn't want to race in GP1 because he was scared of sitting P11. That is a good shout. He's behind his GP2 rival of last season, JML, so sitting 1.7 off of him. JML closing the gap between himself and Perinel just ahead in that AlphaTauri. A lot of these guys really close between each other. Harrison just about a second now. Russi has fallen 2 seconds behind. He's got a rear view mirror full of that Renault of Eke. Best team points is behind an AlphaTauri is the moment. Raph likes to point in the chat. Going up the hill, Russi holding on really strong, but here comes Eke with DRS. Eke is going to have a full push here. Zero sets the fastest lap. Eke is going to go to the outside and into turn 1. And Russi is going to try to hold it. Oh, is there a touch? I think there was a bit of a touch, more touch on the side pod. It's going to push Russi out a bit wide. Easy not to touch the rear end of that. Now I'm getting tongue-tied. Wow, that was quite a shoulders out move, I would say. Russia now following Eke. Eke makes his way up to P4. Zero is closing the gap in between himself and GamerBoss. However, if these two battle quite a bit, it's going to open the door for Harrison, who's now just behind both of these guys, closing the gap on these two. Harrison trying to defend his title from last season, winning the GP1 title. We have, I'm not sure who that is. Is that a Racing Point? No, that is Amadale. That is Williams, who's out down in P18, has gone off in the Senna S's. Not quite sure what happened there. I wonder if he just lost a bit of his traction, lost it back into the car. Keep an eye now, Hubdi just behind Hellboy. I know these two had quite a battle last season going into this season. Is that going to remain the same? Give me a better camera perspective of that. Hubdi's going to go to the inside line on the McLaren. Will he have him in turn 1? Looks like it's just about made the stick. And will he be done and dusted? Looks like it's going to be the case. Hubdi makes it up a position to P12. Senna just ahead. Hubdi's now going to have to battle back with McLaren on the outside. Oh, this is going to be close. It's going to go. Don't go 3 wide, guys. Oh, these guys are battling like crazy. Riding on board here with the Alfa Romeo SF1 Stig with the battle that is going on between these guys in the mid-pack. It is quite fierce. Keep an eye on the Delta as well. Zero, looks like Amadale's in pits to get a new front wing and put on a new set of soft compounds. GamerBot still holding on the lead of this race. However, Zero is still staying in that tow. Good enough for DRS, and this man is starting to catch him as well. Harrison and then Mercedes, Eke just behind. Harrison gets himself a 3-second time penalty. That is our first penalty of this race. We have, I'm not sure what has happened. We have a Russia who's gone off, I believe. Yeah, Russia is off. He does it on the safe return. So Russia off on turn 1. Definitely wing damage to the front right of that AlphaTauri. That's going to open the door for Smids to have a go at Aruzia anytime now. Keep an eye on SF1 Harrison, has that high penalty. However, who's that just behind him? Oh, that is definitely is that Amandale? It's Amandale just behind. So, new rule in this season, ghosting is turned off, so the ghosts have to respect the fact that they are being lapped by the leading cars, not to impede as you see Amandale get the back end of that Williams out just a bit. Is he going to have a push here to try to unlap himself with Harrison? Harrison is going to opt to give him the inside. No point in trying to race hard against Amadeus. Amadeus on fresh softs. If I were Harrison, I would just let him go and then follow his tail. Use that to get himself closer. No, however, Harrison's going to fight his way back. Amadeus going to have a good. I don't know why I'm looking at that. But Maddest Gamer Boss now starting to push the issue to try to spread himself away from Zero. Enzo closing in the gap between himself and Sync Rainer. Whoa. And someone Tom sneaks in, gets himself a P6. Where does Tom come from through that? Sector 1 yellow, that is as a racing point as well. Not sure. We have AlphaTauri and Aruzia is pulled into the pits to get himself a new front wing, have it go. Unfortunate for him, he had a solid qualifying. Not Paranel, JML having a go here. JML is going to sneak his way up to P9. It looks like no, he's going to have to fight harder with Enzo. What a battle. This is side by side going up the hill. Not sure who's going to get it. I think that's going to give it to JML. Ryan doing strong PRF in the chat. JML has DRS, so it should be able to smooth his way past into P8. JML opting to back out of GP2 last season, was on a strong form. A couple unlucky crashes towards the end of his stint though, and opted to come back and say, hey, I don't want to race GP2, I want to race GP1, which is a big, like, you have to hand it to this guy. So we definitely respected his wishes. He's in here now fighting for P8. As you see, Smids gets a 3-second time penalty, pulls into the pits. Gap now is starting to space out. However, Zero is still holding onto the back of that Red Bull. As Harrison holding on, Hubdy gets himself a 3-second time penalty. So now 3 drivers on the board with 3-second time penalty. Penalties might play big towards the end of this race. Harrison does opt to back out and follow that Williams. It's going to help him a little bit though. He is on overtake though. DRS is going to be his. As we have a move going in for the lead, Zero's going to opt to take the lead. Gamer Boss now fighting him. Amandale gets a 5-second for a North blue flags. See, that is what I like to see. No, I don't like to see it. That's the wrong word. There would be any chance of me joining this league, as I've been looking for a clean one. Zombie, if you want, definitely jump onto our Discord and we'll get you set up. Right now, the seats that we do have in GP1, 2, and 3 are all full. However, we do run social practice races every Saturday, and you are more than welcome to join those. And we look at those as reserve drivers coming into the season. So if a seat does open up, you guys on the reserve and practice races on Saturdays are the first ones that grab that open seat. As you see, SF1 Stig gets himself a 3-second time penalty. So both Alfa Romeos now sitting on a time penalty. Amandale gets another 5-second for ignoring blue flags. Where's Amandale sitting? Is he still ahead of Harrison? I believe he is. And he's still fighting the Gamer Boss now. Falling a little behind Zero. Zero might be taking care of the soft compounds a little bit more. Is he going to let Amandale's really going for it? Amandale trying to unlap himself. Gotta keep an eye on some of the other battles here. Hellboy and Hubdy still having a fight. I think Hubdy's gonna let Stig go through. Oh, Stig's gonna think about going for a move on the outside of McLaren. Is it too close? Too close to call. Easy, guys, no contact. Wow, that was super close. We're gonna jump on board, see Amandale with another 5-second for ignoring blue flags. Stig makes it up to P11. Hellboy just behind. Hubby still battling these two. I'm trying to keep my look out. These guys having quite a race. So with the no ghosting call, some of these guys are going to really have to respect the fact that I know they went on and lap themselves, but right now is not the time. As you can see, Amandale getting himself a couple time penalties to his name for battling the guys in the lead. Well, guys, now really starting to space out, but Zero's going to be the first to blink on lap 11. Is he going to go to a set of hard compounds? Gamer got Boss pulls through. He's going to retake the lead of this race. Let's see what Benny does. Benny's going to go for another set of soft compounds, so he's going to make this a two-stop strategy. A soft to medium compound, or yeah, that's going to be the case unless we have a safety car, which we've had a safety car in both GP2 and 3 over the weekend. Stig makes it up to P10 after Zero pits. Hubby makes it up in position. Zero is going to rejoin the track just ahead of McLaren driver Croce. So the other battles that are going on, Harrison now only finds himself 5/10 out of the lead from Mattis Gamer Boss. I would have saw Benny take those tires a little bit longer. Amadale gets another 5-second time penalty for ignoring blue flags. We'll give you guys a penalty update in, say, lap 14. We'll give you guys a look at them. Zero now on the back of the McLaren driver after pitting for a brand new soft compound. Let me get around the McLaren driver and have a go at the Alpha Duo. We have a move. Harrison dives through the pits and puts on a hard compound. I wonder if the track temperature is really starting to push on these guys and degrading the tires a little bit more. So Harrison now falls to P13. He's on his way out now. He's going to be about 4 seconds behind Hellboy. Would it be about 4 seconds? It's going to be... No, it's actually pretty close. I was way off. It's going to be only 1.3. Zero really pushing the gap as Amadale gets a 3-second time penalty. Here goes Zero on the outside of Hubby. Looks like that's job done. Zero up in position P10. However, he is definitely going to have to pit again. The softs aren't going to last. Plus, he's going to have to change the compound. All text, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Gonna jump up with Paranel. He is right on the back of that Renault of SF1 Tom. Is he going to have a go? Let's jump on board. SF1 Tom's going to guard off the inside. Paranel's going to switch to the inside, going into turn 1. Side by side. Is Paranel going to make this stick? Looks like SF1 Tom's going to hold the outside. Zero sets the fastest lap of the race with a 1.9.5. Paranel's going to have the inside. JML right there on the battle. Are they going to go 3 wide? They are. That is dangerous. Don't do this, guys. JML goes 3 wide and makes it stick. And he gets back up to P4. They're going to go close with the AlphaTauri. Is he going to hold on, though? SF1 Tom sitting behind. Better be careful. A bit of a touchy. They're still side by side. Mercedes driver versus the AlphaTauri driver. Is JML going to try to... Oh, there's a bit of a touch. And Paranel holds onto the car. P5. He holds on. I have no idea. That takes some skill, but solid job by Paranel to hold onto the car as connection was made between himself and the Mercedes driver. Gamer Boss now leading this race. Lap 14. I'm pretty sure you're going to probably see him jump into the pits around lap 16 or 15. We have an AlphaTauri that's out of the border. Sarusia again. Sitting inside, he's stuck on the wall. Let's see if he can get himself back on track. Looks like it's going to be a case. No virtual safety car or safety car yet. Missing a lot of that front wing, though, so he's going to have to be careful. Sector 2 and 1 yellow. Doesn't seem like it's going to affect anything. JML now up to P3. A lot of the guys now diving into the pits. See when that sector pretty much ends. It looks like it's going to be over north now. SF1 Stig and Harrison. A touch was made. Stig gets pushed a little outside of comfort zone. Sector 2 yellow. I think that's Aruzia. He's letting people through. Safely done by the AlphaTauri driver. His ghosting is off, so it's going to be really hard. You gotta have to mind the gap behind. He's pulled in the inside. I respect Ruzzi. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's getting out of the way because he knows ghosting has been diminished in this league. Schuf now finds himself P6 with a time penalty to his name, but Zero pushing to get himself back up in order. Sector 2 yellow, blue. That's where Ruzzi is still. Zero now with DRS in the back of Schuf. How is it on SF1 Senna now? Ferrari duo doing really well this evening. Sitting P2 right now. A couple guys have boxed for a pit. Gamer Boss moves to a medium compound on lap 16, right on the time I thought it would be. Need a link to join the Discord. If you go into our information, Zombie, you should be able to find it. Just go into our bio. Brucey has retired from the race, so he is going to be over with. I believe he did it from the pit. He's going to opt to put an end to this evening's race. Unfortunate for the AlphaTauri driver, as Enzo picks up a 3-second time penalty. Schuf finds himself in P2, trying to hold. I wonder if he's holding up the two Ferraris to help out Gamer Boss at all. As virtual safety car, SF1 Stig has retired. What has happened to Stig? Let's jump on board. Where? Oh, that's going to be further up. Mama is coming down the start-finish line now. So SF1 Stig out of this race. Our first DNF. We have a virtual safety car. Wonder what has happened with that. But a couple of guys jumping. Let's see if any options. Yeah, he's going to move to the medium compound and take those to the end. That couldn't have happened anything better for himself, actually. Gamer Boss Harrison opts to stay out on the hard compounds for the rest of this race. Senna, I think he just missed the pit lanes. We have DRS now back online. We're back to racing here. As JML leading this race, 16 lap hold. These top three guys probably pit around lap 20, I would say, maybe lap 18 to 20. If they're going to move to the soft compound, you definitely want to wait as long as you can. Zero now pushing like crazy to get himself just on the back of that the SF1 Tom. I keep thinking SF1 Tom's a McLaren. These guys moving different teams this season. Throw me off just a bit, as SF1 Tom was in the McLaren last season. He is now with the Renault team. We have Zero, who was with the AlphaTauri team, now with the Ferrari team. Amadeo gets a 5-second for ignoring blue flag. I meant to give you guys the penalties now that I mentioned that. We have Schuf on 6 seconds. We have Harrison on 3. The next guy is Enzo on 3. Hubdy's on 3. We have Hellboy on 3. We have Smids on 3. Amadeo's up to 28 seconds. That is crazy. It's from ignoring the blue flags. Defiance is here. What is going on, sir? Zero makes his way up to P8. Gamer Boss now pushing the back of SF1 Harrison. I have 18 out of 36 already on the board. That is halfway through this race, ladies and gentlemen, and it's been quite a talking point. Let's see if Gamer Boss can get his way around the Mercedes driver just ahead. He will have a lot more grip going up the hill and out of that penultimate exit. DRS is available though. Harrison with Senna just ahead. Is Gamer Boss going to think about it? He's going to open the door on the inside, but back out of it on the outside. A lot of guys locking up into the first turn. The entrance of the Senna S's. Gamer Boss is going to go to the outside, inside, side by side. Does he push wide? No. Harrison left room. Gamer Boss backed out of it. He's going to have another look at the Mercedes driver just ahead. Right here is definitely where you just want to tuck in behind. Keep an eye. Senna is now just behind Schuf. Senna having quite a good race this evening. I believe he is running that Michael Schumacher helmet. I look close enough to it. I think it's the zone. And I'm holding on to the back of Shoof. Shoof, I think, trying to back up as much as he can just to let Gamer Boss have a good run here. Gamer Boss is going to be a little closer. Guys in the back, keeping an eye on some of the other guys. Delta. Harrison, though, is starting to catch SF1 Senna quite quickly. Eke sets the fastest lap of the race. Sitting P6 right now. Can he get himself closer? 3 lap old mediums for himself. Should be able to take those in the end, no problem. Gamer Boss, jump on board. Harrison. Senna goes a bit out of touch. This guy's keeping it really clean this evening. Shoof has his rearview mirror full of a bunch of cars, so we'll jump on board with Shoof. Look at his rear view. There you have Senna, Harrison, and Gamer Boss's teammate. Shoof doing really well on those medium compounds. Gets a good run out of that turn. See if he can scoot himself away from SF1 Senna. No, not quite. Is he going to die for the pits this lap around? Or is he going to wait? It looks like he's going to wait it out as long as he can. So he's going to push for those mediums. Who's dove in? Now Senna who's dove into the pits. So he's going to jump onto the soft compound more than likely. He's gone to the soft, so that is the correct call. So he should have a good run towards the end of this race. His teammate now up to P7, following some of these guys. Gamer Boss now on the back of Harrison. What a battle it's going to be between these guys. Eke is starting to close them out. The more these guys battle, it's going to come to Eke's pretty much his luck here, as we have Smid's getting a 3-second time penalty. Let's look at the positions so far. Position change. JML up 10, yet to pit. Shoof up 12, yet to pit. Harrison leading this race as it stands. Oh, he has a handful going after himself, and Gamer Boss down 3. Our next biggest mover is going to be Hubdi and Croce up 5 positions. A couple guys up 2 to 3 positions. 1 position. Our biggest is Amadale, unfortunately sitting P16 down 11 positions. 0 down 5, but he did box. We have Gamer Boss down 3. It looks like JML has decided to pit this lap now. Couple guys onto a 1 stop. 0 stopped twice. Jump back. Ooh, I have a lovely aerial camera. Looks like Gamer Boss is thinking about a move on Harrison. Harrison now. Oh no, that's Harrison and Shoof. Harrison gets the lead from Shoof. Wonder how quickly Shoof is going to back out of the way for his teammate. What if he's going to do it right here? He's going to. He's going to let Maddox Gamer Boss through. Shoof, is he going to let Eke through? That's the question. Eke is flying right now. I think Eke will have a line on him in just a bit. Shoof's on 21 lap old mediums. So those tires are definitely pretty much cooked by this point. You can see he gets the car loose. That's going to open up the door for Eke. Senna gets himself a 3-second time penalty. Eke now up to P3. What a battle this is going to be. Could this be for the race win between these 3 coming up to the end? Harrison, unfortunately, sitting on a penalty and the hard compound. But they'll pretty much be about the same wear rate towards the end of this race as you have Shoof diving into the pits. Looks like Rainer is now going to take P5. 0 is going to take P6. What this race strategy is actually interesting. Email battling SF1 Tom. What a battle this can turn out to be. Milk on the inside of SF1 Tom. Job done into the next corner. J-Mel up to P6. Another move here at end zone. Shoof. Shoof comes out of the pits just behind the Williams driver. He's sitting right in that pack. We have Paranel just behind as well. This is going to get spicy. Shoof on fresh tires. Enzo is on 12 lap old hards. So I think Shoof should have the line here eventually. Sitting on soft compounds, you should be able to take those tires quite nicely. Shift is going to have a run. You can see Enzo goes out a bit wide. Hubdy goes, nice exit there. Not locking up the car too much. But hey, this man now putting the pressure on the top 3, or the top 2. As Mattis Game Boss does get around for the lead, Tom gets himself a 3-second time penalty. Battle for the lead here. Harrison sitting on a 3-lap, or not 3-lap penalty, a 3-second penalty. You see the Racing Point moving out of the way. Eke doing what he does, most commonly known as just pretty much winning races. I don't remember a time where I haven't seen this guy come into a league and not battle for a podium position. Right behind Mercedes. Harrison does have his hands full with Mattis Game Cross just ahead. He will have DRS out. That will help him try to battle Eke. Eke's going to go for a line on the inside. Harrison opened up the door. And Eke touches the Mercedes side by side. Woo! That was close. Eke goes to the inside. What is that camera angle? Give me a better camera angle. Eke has the line. He's going to go for it. He's going to go side by side. Shoot sets the fastest lap of 108.9. Still touching side by side. Whoa, that was close. Oh, you guys, what a battle. Side by side. Harrison definitely puts the shoulders out. He has the title to defend. I don't think he's going to give it up as easily. This is only helping Gamer Boss, really, if you think about it. He's starting to peel away 1.4 seconds. Eke has to get around Harrison if he wants that time. Lap 25 out of 36, so about 10 laps remain here at the opening round of this season. 17 races will remain, with pretty much no break as well, so these guys would definitely have to be committed if they want that title in their name. Double guys still close. Hubdy right behind Paranel. There, Eke's gonna have a line on the outside this time. Is he gonna have the job done before turn 1? Looks like it's gonna be the case. Harrison pulls just behind, locks up heavily though. Eke will now have a clear sight ahead of him for Gamer Boss. As Harrison will have DRS, be able to claw his way back closer, but I believe with those hard compounds. We have a line here, 0. Mid is the power reflection. Has he done it on track? I'm not sure. Yeah, he's done it on track. I don't know what has happened. He's going to pull the car off. Is that going to cause a safety car? That would be something spicy towards the end of this race. Oh, what has gone on there? Somebody's gone off really heavily. Migrating host. What is that? Stig has left the session. That is something I don't want to see very often. Hopefully that doesn't cause any glitches or anything. I believe that was a car moving out of the way for JML. Harrison holding on to the lead, another lead, but in P3 just behind Eke. Eke, 1.6 seconds, separates himself from the lead of this race. 0 finds himself back up to P5. JML just behind, about 1.8 seconds behind 0. Sink having a good solid race this evening for the Haas team, sitting P4. Checking out Hubdy racing the AlphaTauri just ahead of him. Alfa Romeo versus AlphaTauri. And he get close enough to have a look at Paranel. Whoa, Hubdy, I don't know what happened there. He went a bit wide. I wonder if he lost traction in the rear end of the Alpha. It's starting to die down now. That's nice. It's finally the first time I've had a break for a voice, but Hubsy's still keeping a good run at Paranel. Let's see if we can get closer to him. Paranel on 10-lap old hards, whereas Hubdy's on medium compounds. So, I mean, Hubdy's tires could be starting to degrade just a bit. Harrison still within DRS range of Eke, however, Eke's pulled the gap down between himself. Oh, no, it's gone right back to 1.6. Darnell starting to put a little bit of a gap between himself and Helbdy here at P11. Still 5/10. Is Hubdy going to be close enough? Sitting 5/10 out. Will he have a run? He's going to go to the outside into turn 1. Looks like Hubdy backed out of it. Is he going to have a close run here? Hubdy gets himself a 3-second time penalty. He's going to be close, though. Paranel's going to guard the inside line. Hubdy's going to opt for the outside, or he's going to stay just fine. He's not even using DRS. I wonder if Alfa Romeo has a problem with the DRS right now. Lap 28 out of 36 here, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys are joining us, thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the race. Go do a favorite choice, and Stig is out. Yeah. Yep. Not sure what has happened to SF1 Stig. I'll have to jump on the Discord chat just a bit. Keep an eye on the guys up ahead. We have J-Mail now working on the back of Zero. J-Mail on the soft compounds could have a good run at Zero. Keep an eye on the Mercedes versus the Ferrari. What could have been, ultimately, Ferrari keeps letting us down in the real Formula 1. Jump on board with a perspective of Zero. Fast approaching Mercedes on a brand new soft compound. Wrath in the chat. Oh, yeah. Don't say that out loud. Stig might be pretty upset with himself. Jump on board. Zero's not too far off of Rainer as well, so JML could be looking at a P4 here. Depending on how it goes, if they can get themselves closer, JML could have a look at stealing position off his teammate for him sitting on a 3-second time penalty. JML on DRS is going to get close. No, closer, but not close enough for a move. Going into turn 1, JML should have a good line. A lot of guys have to touch that inside curve. I kind of stay away from that thing. Could spit the car out as JML's kind of way closer to Zero now. Zero's going to start to have to sweat it just a bit. Harrison's still putting pressure on the back of Eke. JML really battling that Ferrari team. How is his teammate doing? Sitting P8. Coming closer and closer. We have Hubdy still working in the back of that AlphaTauri. Both are... No, Paranel doesn't have a time penalty, so Hubdy, it might be worse for wear in that battle. But can JML have a good run in Zero? He's closer, entered that corner quite nicely. What if he can get a good run? 4/10 now separates him. Let's jump on board. DRS is going to be his. Zero's not going to have it on. Sync Rainer just ahead. I think JML is lining up the Ferrari driver. Wants to get that good run. It has Zero gets himself a 3-second time. That's going to hurt towards the end of this race. They're starting to close the gap in between himself and the Haas driver just ahead, though. JML, what a drive this evening. Harrison's still keeping on the back of that Renault driver as well, Eke. I think he should be able to stay on the podium. 7.2 seconds separates himself from Sync Rainer just behind. Sync not on a time penalty. So Sync should mostly finish about 4 seconds behind Harrison's as it stands. So Gamer Boss would take the early lead in the championship with Eke sitting P2 and Harrison P3. But JML, what can he do from P6? Can he get himself closer? He's already put himself up to P5 with Zero's time penalty. The rest of the Delta kind of spaced out between the rest of these guys. Shuf sitting P9. Really good showing so far from the Renault team, actually, as Sync Rainer decides to pit on 16-lap-old mediums. I wonder if he's going to go to the soft compound for a last dash push towards the top. He's sitting clean on penalties, giving himself 4-lap go here. is that going to put these guys? There is Sync Rainer now. Paranel just ahead. Sync Rainer out of the pits now. You can see the AlphaTauri and Alfa Romeo just behind. But this is the closest battle as it stands. Hubdy is battling Paranel. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys are enjoying this, make sure you hit that follow button and subscribe if you do find the time, or if you really do enjoy what you're seeing. If you guys want to get in, or if you guys are interested, if you're racing with SF1, make sure you jump in on our Discord. Moving the Discord fully this season off of Facebook. Thank goodness, finally. JML getting closer and closer to Zero. Zero doing really well to guard off that attack from JML. Down through the Senna S's. JML gets a good clean run. Is he going to have a look here? Zero. Does he have enough ERS? Zero's out of ERS. JML could have this line. Still side by side though. Harrison makes his way past the Renault driver of Eke. Can he put 3 seconds between himself and Eke with about 3.5 laps remaining? That's going to be quite a tall order. Seeing that Eke's on 16 lap old mediums, Harrison's on 19 lap old hards, so those tires are pretty much even on the track. This battle is the one that you want to watch. Enzo is starting the battle. Rainer comes out of the pits on a brand new soft compound, so he's going to be flying on those. I would see him set the fastest lap of the race. Worth 2 points here in SF1. Next, yet a battle of Mark and Renault for the strong team points this evening. Yeah, Mercedes are doing one heck of a job, and the Renault team doing one heck of a job. So Rainer closing the gap in between himself and Schuf. Zero still trying to keep up with P4 with JML just behind him. One of JML's is tucking himself in. But it looks like it's going to be a P3 and P4 as it stands for a Mercedes duo. That is something that is a strong finish. Now Paranel gets himself a 3-second time penalty. Hubby just behind, working closer and closer with DRS, but not close enough for a move. Paranel goes just the right. Home thought he was going to extend, but he definitely did not that time. Eke closing the gap in between himself and Harrison. Two laps remain of this race. This race has gone by quick. I actually enjoy this flying a lot more. Top 8 are only 4 teams. It is true. Raph giving me all the stats in the chat. Raph, thank you. I do appreciate it. But right, we have Red Bull, we have Mercedes, we have Renault, and we have Ferrari that are the strongest teams so far this evening. Zero still trying to battle though. This man getting pole position, can convert it into the first win of the season. Strong showing for Manus Gamer Boss. Favor to try to take the championship against Harrison this season. Looks like he's going to open that door and say, hey mate, I'm here. You ready to battle for a championship? I'm not going to make it easy for you. Let's have a good solid go at the season. Eke still putting pressure on SF1 Harrison. JML starting to battle. I wonder if he's having a little bit of degradation in those tires. Senna working on the back of SF1 Tom. This man, let's give us a final look at penalties, shall we? A lot of these guys on 3 seconds aren't going to swap each other. Schuf on 6, so that's going to put Rainer up a position. Enzo on 3, we have Paranel on 3, Hubby unfortunately is on 6, Hellboy's on 6, and Croce's clean as a whistle. And we have Mama on 0 with Amadale ahead, so Mama's going to take up P15. Jump back to the tire situation. Whoa! Tom goes wide, SF1 Senna takes the position. Schuf just behind. Was that? No, that was a back marker. I wonder, that's Amadale. He's going to have a look at SF1 Tom. Both side by side. Easy does it, lands. Jump on board with SF1 Tom. Last lap of this race, I'll keep an eye on the Delta just ahead, but I have to look at this right now. Amadale really fighting that position, even though he's out of position in 5 or 15. Tom's like, hey man, what is going on? Where is Gamer Boss coming up to the line now? Ladies and gentlemen, Gamer Boss is going to take the first win of the season at the Brazilian Grand Prix and put a stamp on his run at Harrison. Follows the P3, Eke P4. Zero is going to grab, or Eke's P2. Zero is going to grab P4 as it stands. JML, can he get close enough? I don't know if he did it. No! JML finishes P5, wonder what happened. SF1 Senna P6, SF1 Tom P7, Shoof P8. Sync Rainer is going to move up to P8, Shoof P9. Enzo is going to cross P10. Paranel and Hubdy, what a race at the end here. Paranel P11, Hubdy P12. Hellboy's going to cross the line P13 and his teammate P14. As you can see, Amadeo finishes P16, Mama P15. Brochi keeping the car alive for his McLaren team. And he's going to grab some points for them in GP1. And he purposely slides the car for a nice spin out. Driver of the day, SF1 Senna grabs that nice title. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's give you guys a rundown of the race results here for the first round in GP1. Mattis Gamer Boss picks pole position and the win here. Eke in P2 and Harrison rounds out the podium. Zero finishing P4, JML P5. We have SF1 Senna P6, SF1 Tom P7, Rainer P8, Shoof P9. We have Enzo in P10. We have Paranel in P11. We have Hubdy P12. Hellboy P13, Croce P14, Mama is P15, Amadeo P16, Smids unfortunately DNFs, as well as Stig and Aruzia. On to the podium interviews here in just a second. Get myself set up for this one. We have Gamer Boss, Eke, and Harrison. Have to invite them to my party. Bear with me while I do that. My phone is going crazy. Alright, 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. On to those podium interviews. Let's get these guys in for a nice little chat. Let's make sure. Let's see. Oh, you guys all popped in all at once. I like that. Alright, so we're going to kick this off. What a race between the top three guys. That was quite intense. I know you guys were battling a couple of the back markers. I'll get into that in a bit. But we're going to start it off with P3, the man that's trying to defend his title. SF1 Harrison, what a race you had. You definitely were battling Amandale there for a bit, and you definitely picked up quite a few penalties for doing so, ignoring blue flags. But give us a rundown. You opting to go to the hard compounds was a bit different. I would have expected you to go for the medium compound, but nevertheless, you crossed the line P3. Your teammate crossed the line I believe it was P5. So Mercedes showing their might this evening. Harrison, you have the mic. Give us a rundown of your race.
Well, firstly, I'd only got the one-time penalty, but the track limits around here are a bit OTT. My star, I got quite a bit of wheel spin, and Amandale ploughed right into the rear of me, which he ended up with wing damage as to why he ended up a lap down. I just stuck behind, I think it was Zero and Madders until I basically pitted because I knew Madders had way more pace than what I had from last season. I opted to the mediums because my softs were going off rather quickly. I knew I wouldn't have made it to my pit stop window around lap 15. So I opted for the hards, came out in kind of clear-ish, just behind Hellboy, got past him and Stig. And then just waited for Madders to pit, managed to undercut him, but I knew he would get back close to me, but I knew the mediums would die to the end compared to my hards, but at the end they were just roughly the same pace, so I couldn't really catch Madders up at all, but I'm still overall happy with P3, happy for JML to get P5 as well, because he was in the chat with me. I know there was a collision between a Racing Point and him, but I don't know what happened there, but obviously we'll just leave it at that.
Yep, still, I mean, solid race for the Mercedes duo this evening, and solid race for yourself. So I can't say anything more than a congratulations, Harrison. Are you looking forward to the United States Grand Prix next week?
Well, I would hopefully want to have a better race than I did last season at that track.
All right, congratulations, mate. We're going to move it on to P2, the man returning to SF1 to race the season. Good to see you back, Eke, putting yourself on the podium for the first race of the season. Talk us through it, because you went for the medium compound and you're definitely having quite a nice battle with Harrison towards the end of that race. Picking up P2, putting yourself on that podium. You have the floor, mate. Go for it. Give us a rundown.
Yeah, so the qualifying lap wasn't great, so I was P6, and then it was just, of course, it would be the RS train on this track, so then Rosie made a mistake, so I lost the lead train. So when I got past him, I was just alone at P4-ish, 5. Just the other top 3 were just pulling along with the DRS train, so then it kind of opened up with the pit stop, so I was able to get back to the top 3 guys, and yeah.
That was solid.
It was a nice battle with Harrison at the end.
What was the
kind of too close to comfort.
I was bouncing back and forth between your battle with Harrison at the end and then Harrison's teammates' battle with us. It was still a solid race from yourself. It's good to see you back as well. Missed you.
Yeah.
Cheers, Eke. Looking forward to the United States Grand Prix next week, or is it like, I care less about that track? All right, we're going to move it on to P1. The man who grabbed pole position and right into a win, Gamerboss, aka coming in this evening to take the title battle with Harrison. What a race you had this evening. Quite a bit of a battle after you pitted off of those soft compounds to put the mediums on, but found your way through the traffic, and once you were in the lead, the battle between Eke and Harrison kind of let you open the door and the gap between them. Just give us a rundown, because it looked like it was pretty clean the whole way through, getting yourself into that victory spot this evening and putting your name first on that table.
Yes, thank you. It was quite a intense race. It was a clean race but intense. I got a good start, held P1, but Zero and Harrison were just sticking in my DRS. That was quite annoying. It was so close, but I just managed to stick in the DRS. And then Zero pitted very early for softs, I think, so he was out of the running then, and Harrison pitted for the hards, and then I pitted for the mediums, and I knew I had a pace advantage, but the tricky thing was to get by Harrison. He was quite fast on the hards and defended very well, and I was worried about Eke behind because he was closing in so fast. But at the end I got Harrison.
All right.
And yeah, just pulled away after they began to battle, and yeah, P1.
Yeah, a solid battle between all of you guys the whole way through. So hopefully we see the same come United States Grand Prix. And I'm just going to wish you guys good luck next week. I'm going to catch you guys. Till then, final congratulations to yourself, Mattis Gamer Boss, Eke, and Harrison for putting you guys onto the podium. We can't wait to see what you guys do next week at the United States Grand Prix. But we're going to sign out for this evening. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Until next week, you guys can catch GP3 starting the week off on Thursday at the United States Grand Prix, followed by GP2 on Friday, and these guys on Sunday next week. We will see you soon. Hopefully everybody's staying safe. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you next week. SF1 is signing out. Good night.